Most people my age are out drinking, spending money they don't have, and sleepwalking through their 20s. I decided to do something different. My name's Hayden, I'm 25 years old, self employed, running my own business, training every day, and building something real from the ground up. This is Uncommon Minds, and this is where it starts. So I'm 25 years old now. Um, I started work at 17 years old as an apprentice plumbing. So I went into the plumbing. I went into engineering actually, college first, and tried the engineering course for 2 weeks. Didn't like it at all. It's all written work, and from a kid, I've always been hands-on, building and all that stuff. I'm not really one to sit in an office and write essays and essays and essays, and that's what the apprenticeship in engineering was most of. So I decided to take the plumbing course, and since then, to be honest, I've had my ups and downs of it. I have had my ups and downs of it. So I went and did a year at college, South Cheshire College, got my plumbing qualification, had to then go and sit as an apprentice for 1 year. I did that with Churton's Plumbing and Heating, Sam Churton. So I've been with him since then, subbing off him. But recently, in my own past 3 years, I've been building my own brand, Heaven's Projects. And I want to build something that's big. I want to build something that's big. I've never been one to settle for less. Like, it annoys me in a way. I just want to keep building. And people don't understand, like, the trade industry. You can make so much money. Like, it's stupid money. Like, it's every industry, to be honest. You can make loads of money in anything. You can do it in law, you can do it in plumbing, you can do it in baking, you can do it in agriculture, you can do it in anything. All the same. Just depends how far you want to take something. I've got the Heavens projects, which I started 3 years ago. It was Heavens Plumbing, and I've started to do a lot more project style work, so more like full bathroom renos, getting the tilers in, full complete job lot, and from start to finish. Because I like the idea of like seeing a project and building it and then putting it in like a portfolio. It's good to have, and they do bring good money in. So I'm just building that, and it's hard. It is hard because being self-employed from 18 years old, I've never had a holiday, like a paid holiday. So all my mates and stuff get holidays. When we go on holiday and stuff, they're all getting paid, and you have to take one on the chest, but it comes with freedom. So me being self-employed, I can literally decide next Friday, don't want to work, got something on. So I just book around me. So you are your own person. So there's swings and roundabouts with it all. But freedom to me is one thing that I cherish the most. Like, you can put as much money as you want in front of you. If you can't pick your freedom, then it's not worth it at all. Money will always come back. The time won't. The time wasted won't. So if you can get time where you can pick and choose when you want off and what you want to do, that's real freedom. And that's the way I want to go with it. But I want to build it more. Like, I want to build it so I've got 10 vans, more plus 10 vans plus on the road. I want to build this into a proper 6-figure business and then go for the millions. Just keep going and going and going, because I want to get off the tools as well. I want to just keep building what I'm doing, get some lads on, train them, build them up, and just go for it, full go for it. Around here, there's a company called Barlow's, and they do the full electrical, fire, sprinklers. They do the plumbing and everything now, and they're a multi-million pound business. They're mainly down in London a lot now as well, get reaping the benefits because it's like triple the wage down there. But I just want to build it. I honestly want to build it. I'm sick of just working for a standard of the norm. Like, the standard of the norm is not where I wanted to go with this at all. And I just think if I just keep going and keep going and keep going, I will make it into something I want. But it just comes with consistency, and that is something people can't stick to. Myself, I've struggled to it so much. It's not about the motivation. The motivation is one thing. You can be motivated one day, and the next day you wake up, you're not motivated. It's about consistency. It's about showing up when you don't want to show up. That's the hardest bit. And that comes into my other topic of shoe. So I started a brand with my brother. It was maybe 3 years ago now. Shoe, SHEW, and it's a dog toy, and it's shaped like a Air Force trainer. And the idea of it was because it's a unique market, and everything was based around the toys we were basing it around. Were all like interactive toys, squeaky toys and stuff. And then we thought there's no actual like a cool trainer in like a cream color, more like a neutral. So it goes very thin, a bit of everyone's like, it's got a very good niche to it. And we started with that, and we pumped all our money into that, me and my brother. And I'm just going to be honest with you, it was working to start. It was hard to start with, and then we got it on Amazon. We got it through the website, and we started selling through the website, and then we started selling through Amazon. And I think in the year, the turnaround for, I think it was about an 8-month turnaround. So the 8-month turnaround, we 20 grand in sales, give or take. It was about 20k in sales, and that is, I'm not saying profit, I'm saying sales. So there is £20,000 in sales, which is a lot. Like, for people sitting there now, they're like, whoa, from nothing. How did you get 20 grand in sales? And I sit there now and think, yeah, that's good. But there was all the expenses of it. It was the advertising. So Amazon, we were selling $15.99. Amazon were taking 50% of that, and then the ads. So Amazon, really, your profit per thing wasn't much, but as long as you had a big sum of them coming in and selling, and people coming in buying and buying and buying, then it was happy days. But with that now, Oliver has decided to start his own YouTube, which all good for him, doing well, and it is a bit of him, to be honest. I like to see it from him. But he's decided to step away from Shoe to concentrate fully on the YouTube side and the personal brand side. So I'm now controlling on my own, which is, it's hard because we've got an order. We've had an order in for the past half a year now, and we need to final pay it. But it's just, do I pay it, and if it's going to be worth carrying it on. So I'm just unsure what to do on that. And honestly, the stress that it can cause, it's mad. Like, you can be sitting there 1 minute and you think someone's just thinking a normal thing. You're not. My head is constantly spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. But that's what I like, because I'd rather have loads of problems of thinking, oh, to do this, to do that, than just have to be sit there and be like, what am I doing? What could I do? What could I make? What could I invent? But yeah, the shoe, I want to carry it on. I've got to assess it this month, and I'll speak about it on this. I'll assess it this month. I'll speak about it, and I might push it on my own fully and finish it, or I might stop and call it a halt on that. But it's a hard one. It is hard, and it's the unknown that's the worst. So I'm sitting there now and like, I've gone this far with it. Like, we've made this, made that, and then brother's left now, but I've just got to push through. I've got to push through and either do it or push through and say I'm not doing it, focus on something else. But this is where the podcast. So this podcast, I've listened to my podcast for years, and I honestly, I think it's one of the best things to listen to. Podcast when you're in the gym. So I go to the gym most days a week. Probably have a couple rest days in the week, and a podcast is the best thing to listen to. Like, I listen to my country music. I love my country music, but podcast, it just separates. Like, you leave the gym with knowledge. Like, you leave the gym with a bit of motivation. Like, it's just that extra pump and that extra bit of something you didn't know to like start the day off. And it does help. If you're going to the gym in the morning or in the evening or whatever, and you're doing that, it'll help loads. And I think, honestly, since I've been listening to it, I come home and I can't stop wanting to make something. I can't stop wanting to put my effort into something. And it's that you need. It's that mindset you need. And it's just pushing over the line and keeping over that line. Staying over the line of consistency, staying on it. Because the minute you drop off, you have to build all that back up. You have to build your 30 days of habits back up. 30 days for something to becomes a habit, good or a bad habit, it takes 30 days. And it's hard to get rid of a habit, but it's easy to get a habit. 30 days consistency, that's it. And your body will just get into the mindset of a habit. But with the shoe, we were talking about the podcast and that, linking to it. That's helped me push through with it. But honestly, I'm gonna see how it is this week, this month, this week, next 2 weeks, and just keep building from then. And just see if I want to carry on. I'm honestly, you can probably tell by this, it's a confusing place with it. I just don't know if to stop, don't know if to carry on. And that's the truth about it. But I just need to decide. Like, I need to decide if I give up, give up. Don't hang strings. It's the worst. Like, putting it to the side and not brushing it away fully is the worst. So I've got to decide that myself in the next couple of weeks. And I'll be telling you on the next episodes about all that and the follow-up of it. But the podcast wise, I'm starting this podcast because I like to listen to the podcast, and I also think it's a bit of me. I've always been one. I've done a gym Instagram, and I've sat there and done my gym Instagram and showed people like videos how to get better and motivational stuff. But I reckon that's very like everyone does it. Everyone does it these days, and everyone does podcasts. It's not about what everyone does, and some people could say, "Oh, everyone does gym videos," and then they could be the best one, and they've got a niche in it, and it just blows up. But to me, honestly, I feel like sitting here in front of a camera and speaking and helping you guys out or getting knowledge myself and having guests on. That's what I'm going to be doing down the line, is getting guests on, and speaking to them and building it, just building it over the years. If I keep building and keep building and keep building it, along with all the other stuff I'm doing on the side, then this journey follows it. Like I've never been born into money. I've not been fed with a silver spoon. I've had parents who give me good morals, taught me well in life, but I've never had anything handed to me on a plate. Everything I've had to work for. And to some people, as you get older, you realise, geez, that's crazy. Like as soon as I got my first job, I was paying rent at the house. Then I left. Then I was paying rent fully on my own. Like, and I reckon it's them people. Like some people are different. Some people get fed with a silver spoon, and they can be the nicest people ever. They can be the most successful people ever either. But if you're watching this and you know what I mean, then your understanding of this is even clearer. It's a place of like you've never had that. So it's like all your money is going into all these side projects, all these side hustles. It's all your money. So if it loses, you lose. You don't borrow 20 grand from your dad and then use it as a side hustle. And if it loses, he's lost. You don't do that. I just want to build and build and build for my family, for me, to build a family, to have health, real health, like all this NHS stuff and these waiting lists and stuff are just not it. I want private healthcare and safety for my family, safety for my parents, everyone, and to be able to do that for them, I feel like it's very cliche to say, but retiring the parents and setting up a family where you have no worries, like serious worries, is the real deal in the whole thing. But it's just building that. It's building that and getting to there and staying with it, sticking with it, and just pushing through. And constantly just trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. Just don't give up. Don't give up now. Like I'm 25 years old. I've been thinking this mindset since I was 19, and that's where I'm going to get into this. When did this come in? Like you're probably thinking, when did it change for you? It changed. I was 19 years old, and I was renting with my brother. It was just my brother, and then brother and my cousin, Owen, and we had a place together, just doing lad stuff. Just COVID happened, and then we were just at home drinking, eating takeaways at the weekends, still going gym and stuff in the week, but we're just ruining it. Just literally destroying ourselves for the next week by just drinking. And like, people normalise it. People are normalising it. I get celebrating. I get all that. But people are normalising drinking 2 bottles of vodka over the weekend. And that's crazy. Like, it's like, what would you do weekend? Oh, I drank 2 bottles of, oh, Jesus, bloody hell. Bloody hell, mint. Bet you feel rough. It's crazy. Like, people are normalising that. Like, you wouldn't say, oh, yeah, what did you do? We go, read 2 books. They'll call you a weirdo. That's the world we live in. It's a scary place, the world we live in now. Especially social media and all that, and people's expectations of what they think about you, what you think about what people think about you. That's the scariest thing. Like, everyone's just looking in a mirror with knives in their back and just putting a smile on their face for everyone else. And all their problems are behind them, stabbed in the back. And that's the truth. Like, people aren't seeing that, and people are just doing it for everyone else. But you don't want to be a sheep. You don't want to be a sheep, or you want to be a shepherd. Control the sheep, or go away and separate yourself from them. And I've stopped drinking. So I decided to stop drinking fully. Like last year, I drank a couple of times, and the benefits, it's hard. Like I was getting from drinking when I was at the house, when I was renting with my brother and my cousin. I was drinking every week, every weekend, and I was just getting ill. And I came back from Budapest once with Ben. Went for a little weekend away. Went to Budapest. some touring and that, and I came back and I passed out in the shower, and I went to hospital, rushed to hospital, thought I had a spinal infection and stuff, but it was a lung infection and all this. But 100% now, it was from drinking, and I've never fainted in my life. I was like, what is going on? Just passed out in the shower, hit my mum on speed dial. I was like, Jesus, what is going on? And obviously at that moment then I was worried. And then after that I started having problems with my heart, like palpitations in it. And I thought that was all to do with that. And it was from drinking. Every time I drank, that's what I was getting. And it's crazy, like, I just knew what was doing it, but I wasn't stopping it fully. So I decided every time I started drinking, I started getting heart aches and stuff like that. So I then decided I'm gonna have to call it quits on it, because I started getting tonsillitis every time I started drinking. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have a silent reflux. So it's when you're drinking and the acid's coming up slowly and you don't even know it in the middle of the night, and it burns all your voice box. So I'd wake up mute and I could not speak. And that to me, I was like, Jesus. I looked it up and stuff, and it said that the more you do that, the more you can damage your vocal cords and everything. So I thought, better not do that. And my health, my energy was all going down the drain. So this year, I've not drank once. I've had 2 non-alcoholic beers, Coronas, and that's it. New Year, I drank. Just for New Year. Had to take my Gaviscons with me. Sachets. That's how old I'm getting now. If you know, you know. But New Year was the last time I drank, and then I haven't touched it since, and I've just been gymming. Going gym, training hard. I've got High Rocks in Cardiff booked with my girlfriend, mixed doubles. So we're training for that. But also, I just think it takes it away from you. Like, I can go out and see my mates. I'll go out and see my mates and just have a non-alcoholic beer or have a Coke. I don't need to get drunk. And the thing with me, I have to drink, like, a lot. I'll need to drink about 10 doubles. Honestly, 10 doubles until I feel it. And by that time, I've just burnt my voice box out. You feel like shit. And like, your fucking bank account's dead. Like, you've spent 140 quid. So it's a mind opener. It is a mind opener, but I've stopped drinking this year. I'm going to see how long I can carry on with it. I'm not saying do not drink, but I'm just going along with it because it has changed. Every time I wake up, I feel better. Weekends come, productive at the weekend, either with the house renovations or with my renovations of my own projects. It just comes Monday and I'm excited. I'm excited to start the week. I don't wake up thinking, oh fuck, Monday, here we go. Another Monday. Don't regret it. I'm sticking to it and we'll see what comes from it. It's the way I want to go forward. The way I want to go forward things, my vision with things is with the Heavens projects is to build that up. Like I said, to have multiple vans, multiple people working for me and get off the tools at one point. High Rocks training. I'd like to be training in that and compete to be a good athlete in that. That'd be very exciting. I think on the side of everything else, you don't have to just focus on that. That's also good for your mindset. So a High Rock session now and then in the week, and then come into the weekend, do another High Rock session, train muscle wise, start doing your lifting, your strength training, and get a High Rocks booked in. And I was doing it with Abby and training, and we did our first High Rocks, and I'll get her on for an episode to talk about that, but we didn't really plan for it, and we thought, it'll be alright. Jesus fucking Christ. It was not alright. I was walking like a stick, about a week. It was not good. My legs were fucked. I've just got a video somewhere, but I'll get her on to speak about that because it is a good laugh. And when you think about now how unfit you are, it is hard. And people laugh, like, people say, oh, big adult sports day. High Rocks is just a big adult sports day. All right, mate. Go and do it. Go and do it if it's a big sports day. Because everyone can do sports day. So let's go see if you can do a High Rocks. I'll tell you now, you'd be fucking dead. You'd be on the floor, crying. Unless your fitness already. Unless your fitness is up. You'd be on the street thinking, what have I just done? Coming out of the High Rocks venue, walking across the street going, oh my God, my legs, my body is killing. So I always think people need to like not open their mouth till they've tried something. But each to their own. So my vision with it all is build this podcast up. Like, this is my first episode. It's going to be rough. I've tried to set up a nice bit of background, got my desk in place, but from like a year from now, when I look at my episodes, it'll be a complete different environment. I'll have different equipment, be more confident with speaking. Like, your first one's always going to be the, like, not even your worst one. First one could be the one that sends you in either direction. So we'll just have to see how this one goes. I'm just getting the camera out and I'm being honest with you. I'm not snipping it down. I'm not changing all this. I'm not editing it. I don't want to make like a whole episode and make 10 different clips out of it, because I just don't think it's not real. Like, it's not real. Like, you'll see people do that and just snippets and just break it all down and make one big podcast out of it. And they've like cut out all the bits that they were messed up on or something like that. But I don't think it's real. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you and just see how it goes from there. But I want to build this up. I want people to follow. I want people to listen. I want people with the same mindset to follow along. I want to get for hundreds, thousands of listeners in years to come. And I just want to grow it, honestly, and just better people and better myself. But I feel like I just have that kind of like drive to do that. I'm always saying it to people around me. My family and that know. My family and friends know. I'm just like a driven individual. I will say something, like if they come to me with a problem, I'll say something and I'll give them 5 quotes. And I'll be like, whoa. And it's just from listening to stuff which I thought that. But also going through stuff myself, going through hard times and stuff myself. I think you just learn. And like, a hard time can be the best time. It takes 4 months to realise that hard time, that hard decision was the best decision in your life. So it's one of them. People just need to open their eyes up a bit more and just get out there. Just start. That's what I'm doing. I'm just starting, and I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going and figure it out on the way, follow this journey and see where I end up. But I want to just build and build and build and build. So that's episode 1. I don't have it all figured out yet. I'm not sitting here saying I do. I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, I've made millions, follow my link. I'm sitting here as someone who has decided that the average isn't me anymore. I'm not settling for less. And that changes today. It changes today. I just picked up the mic. I've spoke. I'm speaking now. And I'll see you next week. There's Uncommon Minds. Thanks for listening.